We're going to start here with Hannah on the right.
Hey, I noticed you and the other starters have been wearing eye black even when you're not playing. Not strictly necessary. So, can you tell us a little bit about why the eye black?
Um, just another good luck charm, I guess. I don't know. It just started last week, I think, in Atlanta, and then last week's been crazy, so we've just been sticking with it.
Who started it?
Jesse Waker.
And you're changing it up now. You did the number yesterday.
That was Jesse as well. Yeah, I mean, it was just like a fun little thing.
Next question. You go here in the middle on the right.
Since the second half of the season, you guys have the starting staff has put together an unbelievable string of quality starts. What was it that changed from the early part of the season where guys weren't going length?
All just kind of feeding off each other. I think we all have the same goal in mind, making it to the postseason, and just on like a selfish level too, just want to be great. And I think that just feeds off each other. Sevia does well, I want to do well, PD wants to do well, Q wants to do well, and it's just kind of like that team mentality where you just want to go out there and do it for the boys. And I think at the end of the day we're just feeding off each other and just having a fun time doing it.
And as a pitcher, when you see Kodai do what he did, no simulated games, but no minor league games, and comes right up in the thick of a playoff. As a pitcher, what do you think about that?
It's incredible. It's definitely not an easy thing to do. What he was able to do his last two starts were truly incredible. He's just got the confidence to go out there and throw his stuff for strikes, and he's got really good stuff. So, he should. So that was really fun to watch.
You're going to stay on the right, Mark.
You guys have been on the road for quite a while now. Just what kind of atmosphere are you expecting here tomorrow?
I was expected to be crazy. I was here in 22, and it was definitely wild for sure. So, this place can definitely be rocking. I mean, the last couple of games here we had were pretty amazing. So, I expect it to be pretty fun atmosphere.
Okay, down here we're going to go to Anthony, and then it's Dave.
You guys have gotten pretty heavy contributions from your left-handers all year. What, if any, sort of pride do you, Quintana, Peterson, take in what you guys have been able to do?
It's just that team mentality. The starting staff, I think just wants to be really good. We were saying it from the beginning of the year. I think we all believed in each other. There's no reason why we couldn't go out there and be great. And having veteran guys like Q out there leading the charge, and just what he's been able to do this whole year has been truly special. So he tried following those steps, and it's been a fun ride.
Also, your voice is a little scratchy. Are you feeling okay? And how are guys just in general holding up from 2 weeks on the road, a lot of flights, a lot of short nights?
The last week has been unbelievable. Obviously, my voice is gone. I think it was because of Pete. So thank you, Pete. I think it's everybody's here. Everybody here has been doing their part through the ups and downs, and it's just been an amazing, special time to go through this stretch to end the season and start this postseason.
You want to go, Dave?
Sean, on the last weekend of the regular season here, a bunch of guys were like, oh, we kind of have a feeling that we'll be back here before the year is over. This isn't going to be the last time we're at Citi Field. And people kind of talked along with that, but it seemed like such a distant thing. Is there a sense of accomplishment that you guys actually made it back here? Because it did seem like a bit of a long shot back then when you guys were talking about it.
Yeah, to get to this point has been, we've had to go through a lot of things just to get here. But at the same time, that's where the belief in each other, in this team, in this organization, I don't think anybody in that clubhouse, doubted that for a second. And, that's a special thing about this group. We just keep believing, and, we're here. All we have to do is get our foot in the door, and, let's see what happens. And, we're at that point. So it's been a crazy ride, and, this group is something to do like that. Or something to do like that.
You guys have played so well with like a road warrior mentality under those type of circumstances. When you come back here, do you feel rejuvenated? Do you feel stronger? Do you feel just because you got to go into home and back to your home stadium again? Is there something real tangible to that?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think everybody could probably feel it last night when they got to sleep in their own beds and just be home for the first time in a while. And I've all been talking about it, what this place is going to be like, and there's definitely a sense of rejuvenancy, and the road can be crazy, but soak in this place, and I'm looking forward to feeding off that energy.
We're going to go over here to Tim.
On an individual level for you this year, how does your outcome, your body of work, compare to what you imagined as a best-case scenario?
I mean, the ultimate goal for me is 200 innings and making all my starts and 200 strikeouts and all these like cool goals. But at the end of the day, it's just the North Star is something I'm striving towards. And even though I didn't accomplish some of those things, it's definitely my proudest season that I've ever had, just from a health standpoint. Everything that I was able to accomplish. It's been a very fun season for me personally, and I'm very, very proud of what I was able to do.
And separately, as somebody who has dabbled in bullpen work, what have you thought of the way Peterson has just bounced out there and come up big in a couple spots the past week?
What Petey's done this whole year, coming back from hip surgery, and then immediately, make an impact, has been unbelievable. As somebody that's gone through the same surgery and, how long it took me to, kind of figure things out with my body. I know it's not an easy task. He's pretty much done everything, the team's asked him to do, start, relief roles these last couple of games. And, he's stood up and, taken the challenge. And, it's definitely a very, very special person to do something like that because it's not easy. And, hats off to him because he's done an incredible job doing it.
Go behind you to Fitz.
Sean, they've got a lot of veteran hitters in their lineup that you've faced plenty of times, I'm sure, multiple stops, and then in your division, this year. So what's the biggest challenge about facing guys and facing a team where, they've seen a lot of you?
Yeah, I mean, they know what I've got. They got all the scouting reports. They got all the information. So do we. And, I've gotten got multiple times by them, just the way it goes. And, the playoffs are a different beast. And, at the end of the day, it just goes down to competing and just throwing your best stuff out there and, trusting the guys behind you, that we're going to do this thing. And, obviously it's a very, very talented group over there. So it's not going to be an easy thing. But, at the end of the day, I believe in my stuff. And, I can go out there and, help this team win. And that's just all I'm trying to do.
Okay, take one more over here, Mark. All right.
I'm just following up on that. A couple of years ago, you had a rough playoff game against those guys. Just to what degree are you a different pitcher now, and is that any added motivation for you?
I would say motivation. It's a thing in the past. It obviously wasn't a very good outing for myself. I mean, think about it. I'm not the same pitcher I was then. They're not the same pitchers that they were then as well. So like I said, at the end of the day, you got to go out there and compete. That's all they're trying to do too. And, just throw your best stuff and, see what happens out there.
Thanks, Sean.